Well, we are getting breaking news out of Iran. Explosions have been heard in the capital, Tehran. There are reports of at least 6 explosions, and there are reports in US media that Israel is preparing to strike Iran. Israel has declared a state of emergency. Now, we will bring you more details as they become available. A huge number of deaths, not just with these figures, these high-profile figures that we've been hearing about, commanders in the military, but also women, children, just ordinary people.
Well, this is an act of war.
Israel has struck a number of sites in Iran. If you are just joining us, this is the breaking news we've been bringing you for the last couple of hours now. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says Tehran's enrichment and weaponization programs and one of the nation's top nuclear scientists were among infrastructure and the people targeted. In a moment, we'll be live with Mohammed Al-Qassim in occupied East Jerusalem with more on that call between Netanyahu and Marco Rubio. But first to Reza Hatami in Tehran. Reza, some escalation then after Iran's parliament speaker warning the US president that any attack on Iran will see them strike Israel and US bases in the Middle East.
Yes, indeed, a major escalation.
Let's bring in Mohammed Al-Qassim in occupied East Jerusalem now. Netanyahu has lobbied President Trump to strike Iran's ballistic missile program. Does the unrest inside Iran then strengthen Israel's cause that now is the moment to increase pressure on Tehran?
Indeed.
Well, joining me in the studio now is TRT World's Middle East producer, Yusuf Sofar. So you actually grew up in Tehran and you were educated there. You're well placed then to talk to us about this figure, Reza Pahlavi. How much support does he really have within Tehran and Iran as a whole?
The tone has been changed, hardened, and also the act also has been hardened against protesters.
Yes, and as you mentioned there, Iran's police chief says that the level of confrontation with rioters has been stepped up. Well, the US President Joe Biden there speaking about China, speaking about Russia as well, saying Russia started this war and they can end this war. This is a win-win for Putin, isn't it? A meeting on the world stage with the most powerful man in the world?
Well, absolutely, from the very get-go.
Maximilian, there are many parties with states in this, and we'll come to all of those in a moment. It's not just the US and Putin, but let's take the host, Trump, first. He appears to have slowly hardened his stance towards President Putin in the last few weeks, leading to this. So what are the chances, though, of this meeting turning sour?
Well, firstly, thank you so much for having me. You know, I do think there is about a good 20 or even 25% chance of this meeting turning sour.
Rahul, let me extend on that point that you briefly touched upon there about the energy infrastructure. So in the last few weeks, the Ukrainian president actually said that these kinds of attacks deliberately target civilians in order to leave them, as you said, without heating and without electricity in the winter. We can see the harsh conditions where you are now. From Kyiv, is the thought that this is Russia's strategy?
Certainly seems so. The word from Kyiv is that winter is being used as a weapon of war.
Our correspondent Craig Boswell joins us live now from Washington, D.C. Hello to you, Craig. So this is, to make clear to our viewers, a second shooting and 2 people injured in this shooting in Portland, Craig. Well, some breaking news to bring you now, and the Israeli government has approved a controversial plan allowing for more illegal settlement expansion in the occupied West Bank.
Taking over their land and their homes.
Yes, and then those Palestinians would then have to leave. So among Palestinians in the occupied West Bank, what is the feeling about why Israel is doing this? Is there a real fear that Israel is pushing Palestinians off what they consider to be their land deliberately?
Yeah, the Israeli occupation goal is very clear to every Palestinian.
Let's take you now to the Munich Security Conference where Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky is speaking. Let's listen in.
from the United States and all our European friends.
You've just been listening to the Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky speaking at the Munich Security Conference, a speech of thank yous, of gratitude to Europe and the US, and a speech of warnings.
That's all your support for now. Thanks for watching.
Thank you. I can't believe you thought that I was a Manchester United fan.
Oh, no, you aren't?
Whether to be offended or not.
I'll guess more. I'll guess more.
Well, don't forget that you can visit our website for details on all of our main stories. You'll find them at trtworld.com or follow us on X at TRT World. But do stay with us here on TRT World. Your headlines are coming up next.